Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hidden Brick, where today we're doing part 6 of the build of the Lego Technic Porsche 911 GT3 RS Set. This is how far we made it in the first 5 parts, and this was the completion of what's considered box number 1. So basically it completed the chassis, the transmission, the gearbox, the engine, and our suspension. So we're now moving on to box number 2, and inside box number 2 is all the bags number 2. Let's check that out. It's pretty full too. I mean, unlike a standard Lego box where they leave about half of it airspace, this is all full of bags. So you can see we have a bag of pins, small bags of pins and connectors, larger beams, big bag full of panels and large lift arms, and some more pins. I like the way they put all friction pins and all 3 long pins in there. Because what I'll do is I'll throw these in my drawer because I have a container full of these and I can just leave these sealed. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is sort these parts so we can begin the build. Alright, so I've got everything sorted basically by part type. You kind of see it off to the side there. Definitely have it in the most OCD passion or way that I can, because that's just kind of the way I roll. So let's just get building. So this is basically, box 2 is going to be that marriage or connection point for the body to the chassis that we've already built. So as we're going through this, we're probably not going to see much of the car itself that I've built already, because we're, like I said, focusing on the body work only. So we'll see how fast we can make it through this, and I'm hoping this is going to be a fairly quick portion, because I'm really excited about the body and the styling of all the panels, putting those on the car themselves. Alright, so similar to the body, we're working from the inside out. I mean, similar to the chassis. Working from the inside out, starting in the middle. We have quite a few of these modified pin/axle. It has 1 length of axle on it and then 2 length of friction pin. Like that part and the 1 length pin, 2 length axle is probably my 2 favorite new Technic parts of all the new parts they come out with every so often. Those are definitely very useful parts. Alright, so we have this red 2 long pin with the axle hole in it. That is going to be pushed in probably whenever we attach it to the chassis of the car. So we'll probably see a lot of those type of constructions with the little red pin sticking out. Goes there, and then they show it in the instructions turned like this. panel attached to it. 7 long. This is another instance of having the red pin sticking out. Alright, I have a 15 long beam, 2, 3, to this whole connection. That's these blue pins that are sticking down. They go into those connectors there. So that looks good. Let's see, next, a couple of these guys. 2, 3 long axles. There's not a lot of axles in this bag. Actually, I just need one of them. It's a majority of just lift arms and pins. And mostly because there's not a lot of moving parts in the body work. It's probably just minimize the amount of axles that are needed. Two of these. is just moving this up and pushing these two in, just like that. Two of these 7 long lift arms. They're both going to go here and here. And we have these reddish brown 3 long axles with a stop. Those both go in there. So these are all the parts for the next step. These friction pin. Attaches there. Looks like we're going to repeat it for the other side. So pull all these elements over again. Another one of these and this. There. Alright, let's move that to the side. I have another little sub build to do. Start with this L-shaped left arm. This one goes here. Now we have another 3 long. Slide all the way through both of those. Five long. Go there. So it looks like we're kind of creating a fender type piece. Could be a front fender. And this goes there. And we have an orange L-shaped lift arm. Slides there. Push that all the way in. Build the other side now. flying through these pages pretty quickly. It's not that complicated as far as just adding pins to all these little lift arms. Just have to make sure you add the right quantity and put them in the right spot. It's really the most difficult part about this portion of the build. These. So these are interesting. Just kind of using them for filler. They're really not connecting anything. I guess it's the body styling because we're creating this orange stripe. I guess that's the big thing. See these two random kind of orange pieces. They seem random until you connect them to the rest of this, and then you can see how it kind of fulfills that stripe. Alright, something is not lining up right. One, I see. Oops, I made a mistake. See if I can fix this real quick. This is the problem with Technic. If you don't put it on exactly right, things can get messed up pretty quickly. Oh wow. So here's where I messed up. So this piece right here, these two should actually be shifted over one stud because this is not lining up. So what I have to do is disassemble a few steps, shift it over, and then it'll all line up. So I'm gonna have to take some time to do this real quick. Okay, so that really wasn't that bad. I just took a few of these pieces off and was able to move everything back. So now getting back to what I was talking about, these orange pieces, so they line up with these other orange parts to kind of create that body styling. And then this also kind of highlights the complexities with Technic. I mean, you really have to pay attention and make sure that you're putting stuff exactly where they show you in the instructions, because if you don't, you run into issues like I just did. So, and I would even consider myself an experienced Technic builder, so the fact that even causes trouble for me is just a good example of, you know, the reason why I keep coming back for Technic is it's fun and it's challenging. No matter how much experience that I have, there's still going to be complex parts of it. Alright, so this clearly is starting to look like the front. I'm not going to make any guesses because it could be the back. We don't know. So move that to the side because we have another sub build to do. Run this in the middle. There's a 1-to-1 diagram in the instructions to kind of show you how that's supposed to line up. I think that's pretty close. This piece. say 4 long axle. Pin with an axle, and this one goes right here. And I like to push these on the table sometime just to make sure that everything is nice and snug in there. Now we have one of these. Go there. Have this L-shaped lift arm. Put another one underneath it, or actually on top. This goes right there. That box frame type piece. With those connectors inside there. Put a 6 long axle all the way through. That'll hold that together. That whole connection goes there. Now we have another red one. It's going to slide all the way in there. And these guys. That goes there. Pretty complex, all these different connections. Alright, a 9 long lift arm. With an assortment of friction pins going down the side. This whole piece goes right there. Alright, bring this over, rotate it around, and it looks like attach right there. Now, we're going to build the other side. So we've got 2 of these we're building. I believe this is supposed to be two beams high. So let's do it that way. So we're using up a small amount of our few axles that we have in this portion of the build, or the bags. There's not that many. Let's see, we have this thing that goes here. And this one goes here. I've got the 3 long friction pins again. With the other L-shaped beam on the top. That one goes here, and another one of these on the top. Another one of the axle joiners, 6 long axle going all the way through the bottom. Two there. Fits there. We'll bring our body back over, slap this on right here. There we go. Have a couple of these pin joiners. Them both there. Move that to the side. Some more friction pin goodness. Definitely after building a Technic set, your fingers will be either sore or calloused from all of the pushing of the pins. They definitely do a number on the fingertips, that's for sure. Three. A 4 long axle with a stop. Two more friction pins here and here. Alright. This connects there. So we're really starting to make some progress on the body. It's starting to definitely look like a body frame now. Next, more friction pins. 1, 2, Alright, this one goes right back here. Gap in between them. Looks like we're going to fill that gap right now. Right there, not there. So you can see the frame is definitely coming along. We're going to go ahead and stop this video here. We've got probably one more video left to finish all the parts for box number 2. So make sure you subscribe, check out my other videos, and we'll see